Being single and living alone during this time certainly can feel very lonely.
But you don't have to give up on dating, say the experts, during this stay-at-home time. Stephanie Kluver from It's Just Lunch recently gave us some tips on virtual dating. Hey, Stephanie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so let's talk about this idea of virtual dates. Is this something that singles should be considering right now? And what exactly does that mean?
It's Just Lunch, we're always about face-to-face dating, but we do not want love, excitement, future being put on hold. So we are recommending virtual dating, and it's really sitting at home, having a virtual experience with another single person, and our clients are having a blast.
So do you recommend this be more than just like a FaceTime or a Zoom chat? Is this about sharing a drink or sharing a meal or doing something together?
Yes, so we want you to actually set up a virtual date. So I'm in my kitchen right now, and I do recommend when you are setting up a date, setting up a real date. So don't be like laying on the couch or in your cluttered bedroom with dirty laundry all over. Be in a space that feels like a date. So we recommend, having a stool or a place to sit, grabbing a glass of wine, sitting down, getting into the date zone, getting dressed up, makeup, like not being in sweatpants and feeling like an actual date. Because chemistry is about putting your best foot forward and falling in love with someone at their best self right away. So we do recommend not just doing like a casual Zoom date.
So this is interesting now because this is the idea of sort of getting to know the person maybe over the phone beforehand, sort of like old school traditional dating that almost seems we're kind of having a throwback to.
Right, like the World War II love letters, right? We're back to, getting into this, men and women both working really hard to get to know someone and asking questions and not just turning this into too many drinks at a bar or a restaurant and really having it be a face-to-face interaction. And our clients are finding that they're asking questions that they normally wouldn't on a first date in a restaurant, or they're spending more time really looking at the person in the eye versus getting distracted by people around them. So it's really interesting.
Are there some limits you should put on this? Length of time, for example?
Absolutely. So 30 minutes is that sweet spot we have found, and I've talked to clients after they've gone on Zoom dates, and they say that, you can still have an out in 30 minutes. And every date is a good date. Whether or not you fall in love with someone or having chemistry, you get to know them, you learn more about yourself. So spend 30 minutes, have a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, have a coffee date or a drink date, and sit down. I recommend first date, don't eat. And spend 30 minutes, get to know each other, see if there's chemistry. And chemistry isn't always in person. It's, are you attracted to the way they talk, their voice, what they're telling you about themselves? So 30 minutes.
So at the end of the date, you still come to that moment of, ooh, do I want another date? Do I not? I mean, that still applies to these dates. What do you do once it's over?
So first off, ask to do a second Zoom date. In our world, through It's Just Lunch, we're not exchanging numbers just like we would in the normal day-to-day matchmaking. So we recommend that if you're on a Zoom date through our service or on your own, you set up a second Zoom date. Or if you like each other, exchange phone numbers. You can then start some texting, some getting to know each other then, but then set up a date. Then you can cook dinner together. Then you can turn around and be talking and doing a little cooking and that kind of activity. You're not going to be walking around the lake together, but you can do some, do cooking or show them a little bit about your house on a third or fourth date. So, but yeah, keep going on Zoom dates, like you would go on a date with a woman on a Friday or a man on a Wednesday night and asking her out on a Saturday night. Do the same things you would normally.
The first kiss is a little weird through the webcam, but you got to do what you got to do, right, Stephanie?
It's funny. When you're on these dates, don't look like a hostage, right? I've been watching some people taking screenshots on their dates, and it's really dark, and it's just a little creepy looking. No, like, have a really well-lit, area in your house. And yeah, I'm sorry, Jason, these dates are not going to lead to kissing or hand-holding, but eventually this will come to an end.
Boy, kissing and hand-holding. Getting pretty hot there at It's Just Lunch. Stephanie, thank you.